Let me show you a cool new feature that you might have missed because the icon is so tiny inside of Jira, but this is going to step up your game to the next level, especially if you're a Confluence user and a Jira user. Let's take a look at Jira, but before we do, I want to mention that I do have a paid course available on Udemy, so if you want to take your skills to the next level, make sure you check out the links down below, as you're definitely going to want to click on that link, use the coupon code available exclusively for my subscribers, and you're going to want to take this course, which is an in-depth 4-hour course that is going to take your Jira skills to the next level, especially if you're a beginner to Jira. This is designed for beginners, and so if you are new to the tool, new to the application, this is the course that you want to take today. All right, let's jump into Jira and let's take a look at what we're talking about here with this really tiny little icon that is going to take your game to the next level. So here we are inside of a Jira issue. And one of the things that I always talk about in some of my other videos, if you've been watching my videos, is that I'm a huge proponent of preserving context. When you're having a conversation with your teams, especially now in this asynchronous world that we live in, being able to maintain the context of a conversation, that means the topic, right? What are we discussing? What are we engineering? What are we designing? What are we talking about? It is very detrimental to start, you've had that saying, I lost my train of thought. Well, we want to avoid you losing your train of thought, because when you're having a conversation, when you're engaging with your team and you're creating something, you're brainstorming, you're coming up with ideas, the last thing you want to do is lose the context, lose your train of thought, because it can be very disruptive to that creative process. And so what Atlassian is going to allow you to do here, and something I'm going to be highlighting, is within that world of Jira, when you're in the heat of the moment, when you're in these middle of these discussions, and you come up with this great idea, and you're like, wait, this shouldn't be in Jira because it's not really a task, but we need to add more information. We need to add more context. Well, typically, you're going to be inclined to go to Confluence, start a new page, and then start capturing that information. But that disruption of having to leave the tool could, for a slight second, really disrupt that train of thought. So what Atlassian has introduced is this new functionality, and I mentioned that you might have missed it because it's such a small icon, and depending if you have other plugins or apps installed in your Jira, you might have just not seen it because it's overshadowed with all the other icons that you have in the exact same area. But if you pay special close attention, let me introduce you to the little Confluence icon that is now built into your Jira tickets. Now, if this isn't already available, worry not, as this is being rolled out. This is a brand new feature that allows you to create Confluence pages from within Jira, which again is going to allow you to preserve that context so you don't lose your train of thought. So when you're in here and you're coming up with an amazing description, maybe we're working on a bug, maybe we're working on an epic that just needs more information, right? Because sometimes we want to capture additional information that doesn't need to be in a ticket. Maybe we want to get other inputs from other people in a more collaborative environment. Well, Confluence is the perfect tool for that. And so we can just simply click on this icon here, and we can either create a whiteboard, coming soon, or what most people are probably going to do is a page, although I can't wait for this whiteboard capability to be here because I love communicating in a very visual way. And so for now, let's just click on page. And from right here, we're going to pick a space. I'm just going to give it my demonstration space, hit create. And without leaving Jira, I haven't left Jira, I am now able to create pages. And so this is going to be a descriptive page for this story. And now I can use my templates if I wanted to. Maybe I have a special template that I've already designed for my team, or you can just start typing away. Or as a teaser for what's going to be a future video, we can also tap into the power of Atlassian Intelligence to have the artificial intelligence help us get started with some brainstorming or just some, get some thoughts together in that fashion. So from here though, all you got to do is just start typing away and really just collaborate with your team. Now, this is going to be, again, an amazing way for you to be able to preserve your context and be able to not have to fire up or change tabs or leave where you were, because the moment we're done typing, we can just simply hit the publish button and we are going to be right back in Jira without ever having left, right? So I've published my page. I have everything from my Confluence page here. I can just simply click on the X and I'm right back immediately where we were before we took on this little tangent. So again, context is preserved, Instantaneous collaboration is preserved. And this, I think, is a really, really cool feature that you should definitely be using. Now, if you found value out of this video or you haven't tried this out, make sure you subscribe to this channel because, as I mentioned a few moments ago, I'm going to be doing a series of these videos where I show you how Atlassian Intelligence plays a role in this new Jira 2.0 and Confluence 2.0, if you will. And so make sure you subscribe, make sure you drop a like because you're not going to want to miss out on those kind of videos. And then finally, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, what a great channel. How can I help support the channel? Well, there's a link tree down below. Highly recommend you check it out. I have links to my merch store. And so if you want to help support the channel, I got sweaters, beanies, shirts, all the nerdy stuff in the world of Atlassian. And most importantly, I have a Udemy course on there that is designed for brand new Jira beginners. It's going to take your Jira skills to the next level. So if you're new to Jira and you're kind of like, not really sure what to do, make sure you check out those links down below as they contain coupon codes that you're definitely going to want to use there. And most importantly, keep in mind that I am also going to be launching 12 courses in 2024. So I'm going to have a course for every one of you. And so make sure you check out those links regularly so that you can see the latest and greatest offerings that I have available on my Udemy and obviously my merch store. So thank you very much for watching this video. Highly appreciate you being here. Make sure you smash the subscribe button before we go, and I'll see you in the next one.